Alright, so as you can see to my right here, my project was inspired by the growing visibility of climate change in everyday life and the overwhelming amount of environmental imagery shared through media and social platforms. I wanted to focus specifically on the relationship between environmental destruction and human responsibility. The collage combines images of nature, industrial pollution, activism, and data visualization to show both the damage being done to the planet and the possibility for change. The phrase, "the future is not plastic," as you can see right here in that corner, became the central idea because it connects environmental issues such as pollution, consumerism, and sustainability into one message. I chose to include contrasting imagery, healthy forests, and renewable energy against smoke and melting ice to emphasize the tension between destruction and hope. This project reflects several themes explored in the 21st century art, especially environmental art, activism, and conceptual art, as well as digital media practices. Throughout the course, we discussed how contemporary artists use art not only for aesthetics but also as a tool for social awareness and political engagement. So my collage follows this idea by visual storytelling to encourage viewers to think critically about climate change. The work also connects to trends in socially engaged art and information aesthetics, the inclusion of statistics, layered text, and poster-like design elements reflects how modern arts blend data, photography, and graphic design to create impactful messages. Additionally, the project uses digital collage techniques commonly seen in online activism and web-based campaigns, which are important forms of artistic communication in contemporary culture. The main message of my project is that climate change is not a distant problem, it is happening now, and human actions directly shape the future of the planet. I wanted viewers to feel both concern and responsibility while also recognizing that change is still possible. The split imagery of Earth in the human face symbolizes how environmental issues affect humanity personally and not just globally. The collage engages with contemporary political and cultural issues by addressing environmental justice, sustainability, and consumer culture, and activism. The protest imagery and calls to action suggest that solving climate change requires collective effort, political awareness, and social participation, rather than presenting only destruction. The project also includes renewable energy and community action to communicate hope and resilience. I chose a digital collage as my medium because it allowed me to combine photography, typography, textures, and infographic style design into one unified installation. Digital art is especially effective for environmental activism because it mirrors the visual language of social media campaigns and online awareness projects. The layered format helped to create a sense of fragmentation and urgency, which reflects the instability of the climate crisis itself. One challenge was balancing the amount of visual information without overwhelming the viewer. Since climate change is such a large and complex issue, I had to carefully select images and text that communicated the message clearly while still feeling visually cohesive. Another challenge was creating contrasts between despair and hope, so the piece would inspire action instead of hopelessness. I believe art will continue to play an important role in addressing globalization, activism, and identity because artists are increasingly using technology and digital platforms to reach wider audiences. As global issues become more interconnected, art will likely become even more interactive, immersive, and participatory through virtual media. and web-based experiences. In the future, artists may continue blending activism with technology to create works that encourage direct social action and global collaboration. Environmental and identity-based issues will remain central themes because art has the power to humanize statistics, create emotional connections, and inspire communities to imagine different futures.